Hey there, Marie Greene from Olive Knits here, and for today's Knitting Rescue 911, I want to show you one of my absolute favorite tricks, and it's what to do with that last stitch when you are binding off in the round. So often I see knitters get to that last stitch and then they pull the thread through, but then they have this little gap and it never feels like they're doing the right thing. So I want to show you my technique, and it involves a yarn needle and just the tail and the last stitch. So I've bound off all the way around on my tiny cuff, and now I'm going to take my yarn needle and I'm going to insert it under the two legs of the very first stitch I bound off. Now make sure you are doing this in, like, tip the edge of your cuff or whatever you're binding off up so that you can see that line of bound off stitches, because we want to go through those, not through one of the columns below. So we want to go underneath both legs of the first stitch we bound off, and then we're going to take this live stitch and actually thread the live stitch through the eye of our yarn needle. Now, I didn't think really ahead here because this is kind of a splitting yarn, so it might take me a second to get it through here. And I might use the magic of video to get there. Oop, I did it. I didn't even have to use magic. Look at that. All right. So I have pulled the entire stitch, and it's still a live stitch. So keep that in mind. I've pulled that through the eye of my yarn needle so that I can pull that whole thing underneath the legs of that stitch. See that? So now I have my live last stitch right here. I've pulled it underneath the two legs of the very first stitch I bound off. And then all I have to do is take that tail and then pull it through that live stitch. And as soon as you do that, it is a perfect seal. Look at that. Beautiful. And then I will just weave this thread in on the inside and I'm good to go. So that's how you get rid of that last stitch in the round. No gap, no fuss, and it gives you a beautiful finish to anything you're knitting in the round. If you love learning new knitting tips and tricks like this, make sure to like and follow me here on YouTube so you'll be the first to know when new videos are available.